would get there by tomorrow. Let's say your pipe is a direct line to the hard drive that's able to suck it up at 10,000 RPM or whatever. What's the term?
RPM, yeah.
What's the term? Not RPM.
Per second or BPM?
Is that what you talk about, a hard drive?
Oh, no, RPM.
Is it?
Oh, yeah, typically.
Well, not for the data transfer rate.
Time.
Yeah, I'm talking about how fast you can access your hard drive as a number. That you buy hard drives based on 7,200.
Oh, no, you buy a millisecond access time.
Okay, so now I'm just going to take we're now 20 years into the future, and Brian invented a pipe that can suck down that speed he just said. Hard drive speed. Well, there's no difference now, is there? The limited bandwidth.
Don't tell me on the concept that there's no difference between one hard drive and a network, and you're going to put the whole network industry out of business if you go there.
No, because it's a cabling system.
I know, but
it's just an access to a drive.
Your point, and I think we've been there, that we're going to try and claim the broadest embodiment of your invention to be independent of any network or any hard drive or any...
And prior art also doesn't need any downloads or any networks. Prior art, you could do Yahoo, Zoom, and Pan, and Jim Armstrong just said it a minute ago, I have it on my hard drive. And the program still operates by moving and grabbing this additional data. It has no network attached to it. He's doing it off his hard drive on a CD.
I thought we already covered that.
Well, I'm just saying because we were going to... one drawback of this type of system is that, and what it should say, if you want, is one drawback of this type of system in a network environment.
Let me try that. I'd be happy to say that, but that says that over the network connection. The whole paragraph is to describe another example of prior systems.
Okay, but those prior systems don't require network. Let me suggest the following changes.
No, wait a minute. Come on. We're just wasting a lot of time. The first sentence says over websites.
Well, that's all I'm saying. It doesn't have to.
No, it's describing prior art, and this particular example is over websites.
One straw man to settle.
Versus web CDs. Or Jim's Yahoo CD.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And I understand one example.
And that's where we're going with the background. It is spinning our wheels here. Now, if you want to add that to clarify that, that's fine. But I don't want you to take away the distinguishing features that you have over network. Because you may have to go run there somewhere.
Then do what Brian said. Add it as an additional factor. Okay, good.
And I'll guarantee you're going to need to argue this when we go to the foreign countries, like the European Patent Office examiner. They're going to be really mean and nasty. I will bet you that they will find some very, very close art, and we will have to be throwing in all kinds. My guess is we're going to have to be throwing in all kinds of words that will have to be supported in the spec now to come up with something to survive a European examination if they find anything close. If we're not right, that this is totally a broad concept. Are you with me? I'm just trying to protect.
Okay.
We have to have a direction to run, and I need the ammo to do that. And I can't run to the network argument if you've either taken it out.
No, we're not taking it out.
You've minimized it.
We're not minimizing it. We're just saying you don't need it, but in that environment, it also is added value.
But let me point out one other thing, why it's important, even more so. If you take an implementation like a Zippix, if it's local, on your local system, in your hard drive, you wouldn't care whether, when you pan, you reconstruct the piece that you're moving to.
Sure, it looks different than what we do.
Because it moves very quickly.
But it still looks different than what we do.
But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when you move the magnifier, you reconstruct the piece that's coming into the window, but you would never see that.
Right.
But over the network, where you have elements which extend the response time of the system, it becomes a big deal. And therefore, what you've got becomes more valuable, even more valuable over a network.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Right, okay. I agree with that. So we're all hip on that.
I think so.
Okay.
All right. Let's move on.
Where were we?
We're on page
3, right?
We're through page 3. We're on to page 4.
Oh, and by the way, we also had a change on 21, if you noticed.
Okay, let me run over the changes on page 3. Additional the website, which is additional map data Should we just say additional new images and sends it? That would be fine with me. Oh, how about additional data as additional new images?
Additional source material, additional source
That would be additional source
data.
As additional map images.
Yeah.
Additional twice, but additional source.
I don't think you need new images. I think just source data.
But it's really getting a new image every time. It's getting a new map. It's getting a new. You're looking to the file. You're going back every time.
Additional source data. It's got to. Well, ours goes back and grabs more source data too.
Exactly. You got to be careful. But we're not getting additional new images. I may have to argue that. So
Okay.
We got to have that in there.
Yeah. Okay.
Retrieves additional source data. How about comma e.g. comma
New.
additional new map images.
Right. That's fine.
Okay. And sends it to the user computer. Wonderful. Okay. Next change. This method is slow and does not allow the user can. Okay. It is still different. No redraw.
We already dealt with that.
So what do I do? Scratch it?
Well,
Do I leave it in there or what do I do?
hold on. Well, that's just saying our stuff, so you're still talking about the prior
We're
stuff.
talking prior art.
Okay, that's fine. So that's scratched.
Okay. Okay. Next comment for there's a need to...
And that's, again, scratch that one,
Okay.
because we're talking prior art here.
Setting up the straw man, right?
Yep.
And now we're starting to knock him down.
Okay.
Need.
Exactly. Also, there's a need for a system and method for providing a digital image suitable for efficient file transfers. I don't care if it's high, low, medium
Line
speed.
21.
21.
Yeah. Is that, I just think that high-speed file transfers is a pretty good term of art.
Well, but then somebody would say, is that high-speed cable or modem?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Right. Just efficient.
Higher speed?
No, we don't care what speed. You could do it at a 2400 baud.
We don't care. Whether also
The other system didn't care either.
Okay, that's fine. I'll leave it for
Right.
and then get rid of high speed.
You're just stuck with whatever speed the guy's got.
No, that's fine. To engage in long and slow conventional continuous file downloads.
Yeah, and that's fine.
You don't need. What's a continuous file versus a regular file?
Get rid of continuous. You don't need it.
Yeah, you don't.
Right.
Okay, what we were trying to say is that additional data there.
Got it.
But we've already got that.
As long as, and that's why I need that language up top to say additional data, additional new images, somewhere where I can go argue that this is what we meant and that's what the prior art does. So good. Okay. Whew. What's all the stuff at the bottom?
No,
That's what we've been talking about.
that's all we just discussed.
Gotcha.
Forget the top comment.
TV, I can't really, it's cut off the top. Lex or something?
That's fine. It's not relevant here.
Okay. Okay, 10, 11, 12.
At least twice greater than.
Yeah, at least greater than. Yeah, that's good. Oh,
Not at least,
And
just an image size greater than.
Right.
duh. That's right. Sorry. Yeah, I'll tell you why I'm kind of groggy right now later.
We were groggy too. We were doing patents till 4.
Till 4?
Yes.
And then, so how many hours sleep did you get?
No. 4.
Huh? 4?
None. Well, Jim got 4.
Okay.
I got none.
I got you beat. You got none?
No.
I spent the night at O'Hare.
Oh. That's my favorite place to sleep, on a bench.
On the bench, you got it.
I've been there a bunch of times.
Yep, I hear you. It just, I think Doug's black cloud follows him when he travels. Every plane I got on was delayed or broken.
Don't worry, it's just follows the travel industry.
I get it.
Why should I ride in a car and go to home?
I almost, I was thinking about that, but it was either that, I was worried about falling asleep too. Anyway,
displayed on a client viewing device.
Is displayed on a client's display system.
Yeah. The viewing window having a predetermined frame size.
It is. Do that again on line 15.
The enhanced digital image file is displayed on a client's displaying system.
Instead of
Downloadable.
oh, I see. Is displayed. Sorry, the same sentence is up above. Is so it's not is displayed
On a client's display system, comma, the viewing window, and then the rest is fine. And then line 22, get rid of at least 2 and create greater than.
Where?
Line 23, 2.
Oh, right.
Magnification factor greater than. Oh, wait, what does it say? Hold on. Magnification.
I guess that doesn't read real
The
good.
magnification factor.
Oh, magnification factor of at least 2.
No, greater than 1.
Okay.
Greater than 1 without pixelization.
No, you don't have any without pixelization.
Well, this is
Yeah, no,
an
that's
embodiment.
true. Right.
So,
Pardon?
Yeah, that's right.
so it should be a magnification factor greater than 1. We haven't yet, I don't believe, defined a magnification factor yet, though.
No.
That comes later.
That comes later.
And you can use what I was telling you, Doug, where it was built onto a frame size, so therefore there's no additional data to draw from. Therefore, your zoom is zoomed to expanding the fixed pixel set.
And then the next sentence, the enhanced digital file further includes control data to allow the user to control the magnification factor. And the question we had here was, it seems as though we might be talking about the applet here.
Yes, we're talking about the
Then
applet.
it's 2 different files.
Yeah, but it doesn't,
But the file. Oh, I see. No, we're calling the enhanced digital image file the encapsulated full thing.
Yeah, and they are 2 separate files that go to the
but it's
user.
encapsulated. Essentially encapsulated. They always travel together.
They travel together,
Right.
separately.
Right.
And that we should.
Travel together, but they are 2 separate files.
Virtually it's
Because we're
1,
calling,
but
And
really it's 2.
and associated with each other.
but we're calling it the
Right,
enhanced
you can.
digital image file. But that's not necessarily true, Brian?
No, he's saying, here's what the story is, Doug. You got one file that's an image, and there's not a single drop of other data in that file. It's called a JPEG. We use it. There's also a file, there's 2 or 3 files actually, that get downloaded to the computer user, or he has it on his system already, it doesn't matter to us, that allow him to zoom and pan.
And those are transmitted simultaneously.
He has to have, there's additional data that is required, whether you have a plug-in or not.
Really?
The plug-in by itself has no information relative to the size of the image, to the number of steps you're going to take to drive into it.
But that's all built in.
There's another file, like an index file.
Okay, it is. That's on. Okay. And you're saying, okay, I got you. The person could have pieces of the file, like the applet, already on his system. Okay? But what Brian's saying is there's control data that goes with the image that was based on the image specs that then tells that interface to operate according to a set of assumptions.
Okay.
Right, Brian?
I agree with you. I think we're talking.
No, not within the JPEG file. You've got to be very careful. So we're not talking the same thing. Those are additional files.
Okay, look at page 24, claim 1.
Okay.
A method of providing a digital image